Firstly, I just want to like apologise like crazy. Today's Vlogmas was meant to be a get rid of me like morning routine thing. I kind of like spent most of the morning as it is watching YouTube videos, watching all the other vloggers, especially Suella. She's like, she just sucks you in. It's unbelievable. So my apologies there. It's 20 past 11 and I haven't actually done anything. At least I've managed to get dressed and I've attempted to do something with the hair. It needs washing desperately. So, without further ado, guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 19. It is Monday the 19th of December. We are now down to 6 days until Christmas Day. And instead of doing like that morning routine that I promised to do, instead, I am going to do, and I haven't done one of these in ages, what I originally used to do here on YouTube, and that's a makeup tutorial. I know, shocking. Like I said, I haven't done a makeup tutorial in like forever. And that is what I used to do. I used to do not only special effects, but normal makeup looks as well. And I kind of like cater more for the mature woman, as that is what one is. I am a mature lady. Sit tight, guys. Do enjoy. And let's begin. Obviously, because I've got my webcam downstairs on my laptop, it's just easier for me to bring my makeup downstairs so I can do this for you. Hence why I'm getting it all out right now. Before I start, anyway, first thing I want is to make myself a drink. Info, I've been sat here all morning doing nothing but drinking tea and coffee and watching YouTube videos and just basically getting waylaid and distracted and not doing what I was meant to be doing, and that was, you know, my morning routine for you guys. But maybe it's something I can do in the future instead. So I'm just getting out all the things I'm going to be using in this makeup tutorial, and it's going to be like a Christmassy themed kind of thing. And once I've done my makeup anyway, I'm going to show you my outfit of the day so you can see how I'm trying to be a little bit Christmassy today. Christmassy, yes. So I'm going to bugger off now, go and make myself a cup of chai tea, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, 1 cup of chai tea sorted, and I'm drinking it out of my chill mug because I need to chill out, guys. I need to unstress myself. I need to let things go and get my mojo back, and basically, as Jane Hemming said, become my normal, usual nutty self again. I was going to, well, basically, because I wanted to chill out, I wanted to light a nice scented candle, and I was going to light this up. Well, I am going to light it up. It's from Primark. It's a white lily and peony scented candle, which burns up to 20 hours. And the reason why I liked the tin, and I'm sure that once I've used the candle up, it looks like that. I will find usage for this tin. I will indeed. Well, I thought my daughter had pinched my lighter. I bought a pack of 5 lighters from Poundland not long ago, just to light candles with because I don't smoke anymore. I thought she'd pinched the one that had already gone out, which is this one, but it turns out she hadn't because I've just found it. But the one I just found to use instead was this one. It looks like a pug to me. I'm not 100% sure, but I know there are times when Jessica uses lighters herself to light up her own candles in the bedroom. So I'm thinking, Christmas stocking presents. I think she might like that. So, brain's working today. But I might as well just use my normal one. Just so it hasn't been used. So I'm going to light my candle. Have some nice smelliness going on in the background, if you guys can't actually see it. Oh, it smells so divine. And now I have my tea and I have my lighted candle. I can now begin. As you might be able to tell, one has got absolutely no makeup on the face whatsoever. How lush is this? I have obviously moisturised my face beforehand, and the first step I'm going to take obviously is to prime the face before I apply my foundation. And I'm going to use this primer that I've got from L'Oreal. It's an infallible primer, And this is a test that Jessica picked up from Birmingham's Market back in summertime, and she picked herself up several and gave one of them to me. So I'm literally just trying to use this up. I have got another primer upstairs which is MUA's, but I want to try and use this one up first before I move on to using that one. The blob on the back of my hand, in case you can't see it, there it is. It's very clear, very see-through, so it's quite difficult to actually pick up. So I'm just going to massage that into my forehead, basically to reduce any lines in my forehead, and I tend to bring it down around this area, around my crews. Well, I have actually got crows. I have. They're not like major bad ones, which is not too bad considering my age, really. So, and then I kind of put a blue balm my cheeks and over my nose, and I smooth that, making sure I bring it underneath the eye area as well, just to smooth out any fine lines I've got. I come and drag it like down my face, making sure all my pores are covered so you can minimise them. And then I finish off with the chin area, bring it around my jawline and down my neck. And I'm just going to let that sink in now for a couple of minutes before I move on to the foundation stage. Okay, the foundation I'm going to be using is from Sleek, and I am going to be using this base duo kit of theirs that Jessica actually found in Poundland. I can only assume from my research that these are no longer for sale because I can't find them anywhere other than on Amazon. And basically this is their moisturising cream liquid foundation and ultra sheer transforming setting powder, and this is in this shade Shell because she said that was the lightest one she could find. I have to admit, I mean, obviously I've used it beforehand and it's okay, it's doable with my pale skin. Basically it says it provides a medium coverage moisturising foundation with SPF 15 and a pressed powder. The revolutionary hydrating creme liquid foundation allows for ultimate blending using minimal layers to achieve a medium to full coverage. Each foundation is expertly coupled with an ultra-fine transforming setting powder that is not matched to your skin tone, but intelligently transform the shade of the foundation ever so slightly in order to give the most natural finish. Intriguing, eh guys? So as you can see, it comes in this box like this. But once it's out of the box, that is what it looks like. Very simple, basic black packaging. You open it up, you've got a mirror at the top. You've got the powder on the top as well. And then, oh look, there's another mirror. I didn't know that. There's another mirror as well. That's really clever because that's the foundation and that's the first thing I'm going to be applying to my face. And I am going to be using my oval foundation brush that I found on eBay. Believe it or not, this cost £1.40. It's not the one that I was expecting. I thought I was going to be getting the bigger one, but instead they fobbed me off and sent me this. But oh well, it still does the job. So what I tend to do is I press it into the foundation just to get the product onto the brush, and then I'm just going to start blending it into the skin like so. Because I'd never used one of these brushes before, I was like very dubious as to how it was going to work. But I have to say, after using it quite a few times now, I am pleasantly surprised at the coverage that it gives with the foundation. I find that if you use it with oily foundations, it doesn't tend to work so much. So it works with this one, that's the main thing. As you can see, I'm going to bring it down underneath my jawline on that side of my face. And then I'm going to do the rest and I'll be back once that's done. Just to make sure that it's completely all blended in, I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blending in brush, sponge, not brush, a sponge. I'm just going to basically bounce this over my face and around my jawline just to make sure it's all blended in there. And all my nooks and crannies that the brush can't really get into with. Oh, and my nostrils. always my nostrils because I don't know why, how I do it, but sometimes I end up like with lines around my nostrils while I haven't blended it in. So I always ensure that I take the time to concentrate on my nostrils. So once that's done, what I tend to do next is move on to applying concealer underneath my eyes, basically just to brighten up that area, because I won't say I get dark bags, but I do get some stuff going on under this. I tend to use this. Oh gosh, it's running out. I'm going to get some more soon. Luckily, Superdrug's now opened in Bromsgrove, so I will have to get my bottom down to that at some point and go and have a mood show in there. I haven't done so yet, which is like not me at all. But I am kind of like getting low on funds in the bank, so I don't really want to go spending money I haven't really got at the moment until I get paid. So I used Maybelline's the Instant Anti-Age Erase Eye Concealer, and this is in the shade Light, and I'm just going to mush that into underneath my eye area like so. And then what I tend to do is I put it just under on my brow bone, because I've got droopy eyelids, guys, and this kind of like perks them up and gives more of an impression that they're not as droopy as they look. It's just a little trick that I've picked up over time. And then what I'm going to do is take this makeup sponge I've got from MUA, and I'm just going to press that in very gently underneath my eye area, which, as you can see, is instantly lit up. Well, it looks a lot brighter than it did before anyway. And once I've done the other side, I will be back. I'm now going to set all that with the face powder in my Sleek Duo, which, if you didn't see it before, looks like that. And I love the fact that it just comes with 2 mirrors. It's just brilliant. So I'm just going to take this fluffy makeup brush that I've got, that I've had for like forever. Literally, I've had this like for years. But it's one of my old favourites. It's never let me down, so set my makeup now with that. I don't tend to put powder underneath my eyes on top of the concealer, because I find it then settles into the lines that I've tried to conceal, which kind of like ruins the whole job that I've done, so I tend to stay away from there. But I will concentrate on my forehead, and then I tend to bring it down my nose and above my lips and my chin to maybe the T-zone and across my cheeks. And that is the basis of my face makeup done. I'm now going to move on to my eye makeup, and the first thing I like to do before I do my eye makeup is prime them. And I've been trying to get through this I Love Makeup eye primer for ages now, and I think it's literally on the last scraping, so I thought I may as well use it in this tutorial. Try and get as much of it out of the tube and obviously onto my eyes. That's one done. And obviously, I mean, some people like to use brushes, and there's people like me that used to like to blend this in using the fingertips. So that's the next step, and I'm just going to pat that into my eye area. And then what I like to do is just leave that to dry onto my eyelid. And while I'm doing that, it gives me the opportunity to fill my eyebrows in, because I find that once your eyebrows are done, you can concentrate more on the actual eyeshadow and the blending of that. I think it just, I don't know, it just makes it look more emphasised. And obviously, because I dye my hair black, one has to darken the eyebrows to match. I mean, on the eyes, I'm going to be using quite a different kind of combination of eyeshadow palettes, but at the moment, the one I'm going to grab is this one from Sleek. It's their Storm palette, which I've had for quite a while now, and I'm just going to take my spoolie brush first, because I always like to brush through my brows just to tidy them up before I start filling them in. And to fill them in, I like to use my angled eyeliner brush from Avon, which I have had for a good few years now, but it is my faithful, trusty angled brush to use for my brows. So I'm just going to dip it into this black eyeshadow here, because obviously I have to darken my brows to match my hair. And I'm just going to start filling in my eyebrows with it. I can remember the days when I used to be able to do this without having to have a mirror in front of me. That's how good I was, guys. That is how good I was. However, I'm not anymore because I've lost the knack, so I have got to use a mirror in front of me today. Sorry to disappoint you. In fact, if you thought I was still as good as I was, because I'm not. So, as you can see, eyebrows are definitely a lot darker now, which makes me happy. I just find it also makes me look a bit more youthful as well. I don't know if it's me, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to go and do this one and I shall return. So as you can see, the brows are now filled in, and what I like to do then is go back through my brows with my spoolie brush just to give them more of a natural look so they don't look so harsh. That one doesn't look anywhere near as long as that one, so I just need to... which one am I doing? This one? Ugh. That's it, just a little bit more. That's better. Yes, just to make sure. I'm just going to check in the mirror. Oh, great. And made the biggest mistake in the plate. So what I just want to do is grab my sponge and just tidy that up. That wasn't planned, guys. Yeah, so there we go. Brows are now done. And we can now move on to the eye makeup. The first thing I like to do before anything else is, as I've stated before, I have got droopy eyelids or hooded eyelid syndrome. So what I want to do is try and emphasise that my crease line is a lot more further up than where it is, because as you can see, it's there, right there. And if I'm not careful with how I do my makeup, sometimes you can't even tell I've actually got eyeshadow on my eyelids. So I'm just going to create a false crease, and to do that, taking my sleek eyeshadow palette in Storm again, I'm just going to take this brown eyeshadow and my Stila Buff and Blend brush, which is the E39. I am going to create that false crease, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a close-up look at... oh dear, I know it's scary, sorry guys. Obviously I'm going to be needing a mirror for this, and I tend to try and create the false crease up here. So that is where I'm going to concentrate to begin with. Just going to blend that in. So that's my false crease created, and I know it doesn't look perfect at the moment, but this will get tidied up as we go along. So the next step for me to take is to apply a much lighter eyeshadow to my eyelid, and then what I tend to do is I actually bring it up into my natural crease line just to create the effect that my eyelid is actually larger than what it is. The eyeshadow brush I'm going to be using is another one from Avon. It's like a dual-sided brush. It's got a nice flat eyeshadow brush this end, and on the other end you've got like a smudger so you can blend things in with. However, I'm going to be using the flat eyeshadow brush for this, and I am going to be taking... decide which shade I would like to use. I am going to take this light bronzy gold eyeshadow here, and this is from my I Love Makeup No Photos eyeshadow palette, and I am going to apply that to the eyelid as I stated, bringing it up into my actual natural crease line. Just going to take this blending brush that I've got, it's some part of a set that I found on eBay for about £6 I feel eBay paid for them. I've got 10 brushes in total, 5 of them were for the eyes and the other 5 were for the face. So I'm just going to blend that in so it looks more natural, and once again, once I've done the other eye, I shall return. Right, the next eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using is this one from Makeup Revolution. This is their Girls on Fell eyeshadow palette, And I am going to be taking this bronzy shimmery eyeshadow here, and I'm always going to take my Makeup Revolution blending brush as well, and I'm just going to blend this into the outer area of the fake crease that I've created, and then I'm just going to bring that down onto the outer area of my eyelid. I guess that would be the outer V. See, I do remember certain things. I haven't completely lost it. I'm just softly blending that colour in. And as I said, although it looks a bit of a mess at the moment, it will get tidied up so it won't look so bad afterwards. I want to add a little bit of extra shimmer to the eyelid area. So I've decided to use my little MAC sample that I've got. It's called Blonde Gold. I don't know if you can make out the colour. Look, that's not going to work, is it? I don't know if you can make it out in the top. That's what it looks like. It looks really dark gold, but it's not actually that dark once you put it on. And I'm just going to take this eyeshadow brush, very firm, and tap off any excess because we don't want this going everywhere. And as I said, I'm just going to apply that literally just to the middle of my eyelid and bring it up into my natural crease just to lighten up that area a little bit more. And now I just want to highlight underneath my brow bone. I'm just taking my Makeup Revolution Girls on Film palette again, and this time I'm going to use this light beige eyeshadow here too as the highlighter. So I'm just taking this really flat brush that I've got, and I'm just going to apply that along my brow line, as you can see, to instantly highlight it. Add a little dab just to the inner eye area here, just to lighten that up a bit, and I just press that in basically to my fingertip. Now, as I stated before, because I like to tidy this up, what I do is I take my Real Techniques foundation brush, because this, although it's a lovely brush, don't get me wrong, I love this brush, as a foundation brush I find it useless, so I tend to use this just to tidy up around my eyes, because I find it's perfect for creating that angled sweep, which is great for people like me with hooded eyes, because we try to emphasise the eyes are going upwards instead of drooping downwards, hence creating the effect that we haven't got droopy eyelids basically. So yeah, it's brilliant for that. So I just want to add a bit of eyeliner to my upper eyelid. Instead of going for black, I'm going for a brown, and this is from Avon. This is a 24K gold eyeliner in golden brown. I don't use this as much as I really should. I'm just going to zoom in again, and as I said, I'm just going to lightly go across my eyelash line. Same on the other side as well. Right, the next thing I like to do to my eyes is curl my lashes. One thing I have come to realise as I'm getting older is that my eyelashes don't tend to curl so well on their own anymore. They tend to just stay flat. So by curling your eyelashes, it gives them a more youthful impression. Right, so these are just some bog standard eyelash curlers that I found in body care. I do believe they cost me £1.50. So as I said, they're nothing special. One day I might actually treat myself to some proper swanky ones, but for now these will do. So as I said, I just like to curl my lashes, holding them in place and then bouncing up and down with them a couple of times for a few minutes, for a few seconds. Then do the same on the other eye. I can remember a time when I used to be shit scared of using these on my eyelashes because I used to think they'd pull them out. Now I cannot be without them. Right, the final thing I like to do to my eyes is obviously apply mascara. The mascara I'm going to be using today, now, I have a thing for mascaras. I actually own at least 10 different mascaras. I know. As I said, I've got a thing for mascaras. Well, anyway, this mascara I'm going to be using is Maybelline's The Falsies Push-Up Drama. Basically, these give the impression that you are wearing false lashes. You have to be really careful with this mascara because I find that if you put too much on, it gives you spider web lashes, let alone false ones. So I just like to apply just a couple of coats more than anything. Enough to add some curl basically to my lashes and open up my eyes even more. So that's that done. I don't bother applying to my lower lash line unless I really need to, and today I'm not going to bother. So it is just the upper lashes, and that is the eye makeup done. I'm now going to contour and highlight my face. This gives me the great opportunity to use this contour kit that I picked up from Primark and at the same time show you guys how you use it. And I won't say I'm going to do a review, but you get to see me using it. In case you're interested, you can pick these up from Primark for £4, which I thought was a very impressive price. And as always, it's still in its box. I mean, I have used it a couple of times just to have a practice run with it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed already. However, the brush just doesn't do nothing for me. So it's staying in there. I've got no intentions of using that brush at all. In case you've never seen this contour kit, there you go. That's what it looks like. You've got the contour here, you've got a bronzer in the middle, and then the highlighter is here on the ends. But I'm going to start off by contouring my cheeks. Now I'll more than likely bring it up towards my forehead because I'll try and shrink my forehead because as you can see I've got an extremely large forehead. So I'm just going to take my Studio contour brush, dab that into the contour, tap off any excess and just blend that into the hollow of my cheek. As I said, I like to bring this along. So you're doing the backwards E but without actually bringing it all the way down. In fact, my daughter thinks I should because I've got a double chin developing. So I'm just going to, for once, actually do what my daughter suggests and just blend that onto my jawline. See if that helps. Is it doing anything? I don't think so, but never mind. So I'm just going to contour the other side now. Once again, bring that up to the forehead, making sure I blend that very well into the hollows of my cheeks. I'm now going to take the highlighter and I'm also going to use my Makeup Revolution highlighter brush. I love this brush, it's so cute. So cute. And basically what I like to do is I tend to highlight this area of my face. So I don't know, just that's what I like to do. So when it goes, repeat on the other side. Obviously I don't bring it right underneath this area because I don't want to get any powder into that line, into any fine lines I've got under there. Then I like to just bring that down the centre of my nose, blend that in with my fingertip. Add a little bit to my cupid's bow. As you can see, my lips are kind of thin. They're more thinner on the top than they are on the bottom, which is a bit crappy really, but what can I do? I'm getting old. That's just the way it is. And then to finish it off, instead of applying blusher to my cheeks today, I'm just going to use the bronzer, which is in the middle. And I'm using my Real Techniques blending brush. Now people say you shouldn't smile anymore when it comes to applying blusher or bronzer to your face, because apparently, from what I've heard, like you're smiling and yeah, it brings your cheekbone up, but once you stop smiling, your actual cheek area drops to about here. So I'm not going to smile anymore, guys. So instead I'm just going to blend that in. I also like to blend it up here as well, so there's no harsh lines. Just blend it on the other as well, why not? And then once I've done the other side, that is basically the contour, highlight and the bronzing part of my makeup done. Because I've done the majority of my makeup, I can now set my hair free. For some reason I do look shitloads better with my hair down. That's my hair done. And now I'm going to finish off the makeup tutorial. Obviously, as you can see, I am wearing a red top today. God, my hair needs washing desperately. Jump in the shower tonight. Give my hair a good wash. Anyway, to finish off this look, I wanted to wear a lipstick that's going to match my top. And I've got this absolutely gorgeous red shade within this lipstick palette that I've got from Estee Lauder. This is a Rude Addict lipstick palette. As you can see, there's a variety of different shades in there, but as you can clearly see, right there on the top in the middle is a red lipstick shade, which is what I am going to be applying to my lips. And I love this little palette because it comes with a little lipstick brush as well. So what I shall be using definitely, and it's got a little mirror in there as well which hides you. So on it goes. And obviously because this is Estee Lauder, it's good quality shit basically, guys, so it actually does stay on the lips for quite a while. And one of the things I love the most about the fact that I've stopped smoking is because lipstick lasts longer on my lips. I suppose it's because, you know, it's not being transferred onto a cigarette filter for stays on the lips. And that is the makeup done. As you can see, it's very, very nice, simple, I won't say natural, but classy makeup look for us mature ladies. And, you know, something nice to do to yourself on Christmas Day. I just wanted to share this with you and I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm now going to show you what I'm actually wearing today so you get to see my outfit of the day. Which, as you can see, I'm wearing this absolutely gorgeous red top. I've got my black skinny jeans on. But let's start off with what I'm wearing down below first. As already stated, I'm wearing my black skinny jeans that cost £6 from Primark. So comfortable, except for the fact that I didn't look at the leg length properly and I picked up the ones in the 34 leg length. I'm 28, so normally I would probably pick up the ones in 30 because even though they're a little bit longer than what I would normally wear, that, you know, it's enough room for me to be able to stretch and whatever else in, but I picked up the wrong ones. So these are really long, hence why I've had to tuck these into my long, gorgeous black calf length boots that are also from Primark and cost me, I believe it was £20. On my upper half, as you can see, I'm wearing this absolutely gorgeous red top. I've had this for a couple of years now. Absolutely love it. I believe I found it in Asda's George range. I'm going to hazard a guess and say maybe cost about £10 to £15. I'm not sure. I cannot remember, but it is just lovely. And it does a really good job of hiding my tum-tum, to be perfectly honest, because if I reach it up a little bit, you can't tell so much. And not only that, I appear to have curvage going on, which I don't normally. For some reason, normally I just look like a bag of potatoes. I do. I actually look like a potato. So, yeah, and it's got like, if I wanted to be really revealing, this is kind of, you can change the, there you go, you can make it like really revealing so your boobies are out and shop. I tend to be wanting to be a little bit classy today, so you close it off and it stays put and it doesn't move and there's no cleavage to be seen. Necklace I'm wearing, I believe I found in Primark. I'm not 100% sure, I cannot remember, but just like the design. I'm not wearing any rings today, couldn't be bothered. And the earrings that I've got in my ears, I actually found on eBay. I believe I paid £3.50 for them. And this is the first time that I have worn these. They're so cute. Very gothic at the same time. I like to be gothic still now and then, guys. I cannot help it. But yeah, that's my jewellery. As usual, I've got my traditional hoop up here. But that is indeed my outfit of the day, because I really need to wash my hair because it's looking a bit long. It's got no life to it. It needs some added Right, so yeah, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed my little makeup tutorial. God, it feels so strange me doing one of them after so long. But I've done it. I haven't lost the knack. Weirdly enough, I haven't lost the knack. And as I said, it's been a while since I last did one. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Before I go, I thought I'd, finish off my little chats that I like to have on these Vlogmases. I had Hair Temps ring me this morning. Do you recall I went to see them last week on Friday? And while I was there, one of the things they asked me was, are you looking for permanent work or are you looking for temporary work? I'm looking for permanent work, you silly people. Why would I be... Anyway, I made it very clear that I was looking for permanent work. Well, they rang me up this morning at 9:30 saying that they needed to find someone to work temporary today as somebody had called in sick somewhere. I'd always also stated to them, I'm on garden leave. I can't do any kind of work until after the 30th of December. As of the 31st, which is New Year's Eve, I am free to do what I want, where and go, work wherever I want. Until then, can't do so because I'm still employed by Image. It just very clearly states to me that I do not believe they listened to a single word that I said, because why would they then call someone that they know is on garden leave, they know they can't work anywhere else, offering them a temporary job to work just for one day? This leaves me with absolutely no faith in these guys. Even though it was they who got me the job at Image, this leaves me with no faith in them whatsoever. In fact, it doesn't impress me in the least. As I said, I'm basically just going to see this now as an extended Christmas break and just keep my fingers crossed that once Sarah returns to Armstrong Bell after her Christmas holiday in January, she gets onto the blower very quickly to Jenny and gets me in at Armstrong to start work there ASAP. That's going to be my main concentration now, is getting that job there. Right, I'm going to bugger off now because obviously I need to edit this vlog and get it uploaded for you guys to watch. I'm sorry that the one I did yesterday, well, the 2-for-1 special that I did over the weekend, I didn't go upload it until quite late on the night. Do apologise for that. But obviously, as you might have gathered, my brain has been elsewhere. It's been very stressed. And as I stated at the beginning, one needs to get a mojo back, get the shit sorted, get my head around things and get myself back to being my usual nutty self. Hopefully that is something I will do soon, because I'm putting my foot down, guys. I'm not having this bollocks. And I have to admit, after yesterday's episode, I didn't hear back from him, and I haven't heard from him at all yet today. So maybe he's finally got the hint. I don't know. Let's just hope he has. And Jane, it would be lovely to meet up with you at some point. Let's go find us some men, eh, love? Right, thank you again for taking the time to watch. Hope you've enjoyed it. As usual, if you've got anything you'd like to ask me, if you've got any comments, please do leave them down below. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to me yet, do so now. Just do it. Hit that subscribe button and come and become part of my little family here on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do another tag vlog tomorrow. It's going to be a get to know me tag. That should be fun for those of you that don't really know me yet. You're going to find out just how much more of a nutter I really can be. Don't say I didn't warn you. That's all I'm going to say. Right, take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow, and until then, bye for now.